They can't compete, not on this level.
Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats.
Cam is my partner. I'm not his artist.
When I'm kicking ass, when I come to the club 30 deep, it did what? It made the diplomats look good.
I made diplomats.
I can compete at the top level right now.
From claiming he's smoother than Nas on the mic, any rapper from that era knows Jim's been out here talking wild for years, bragging that he created love and hip-hop, shouting, "I made that name, that's mine," like he built the empire from scratch. But here's the truth. Jim Jones been flexing false stories for nearly 2 decades straight. He swore up and down that he was the real CEO of Dipset, the man behind the movement, but the deeper you dig, the shakier his story gets. And today, we're pulling back every layer with receipts, records, and proof. We went through old court filings, unearthed dusty interviews, and rewatched every meltdown that ever hit social media. And guess what? We uncovered 11 solid times Jim Jones got completely exposed for lying through his teeth. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the hip-hop scene's finally done with the tall tales and calling him out in public. The mask is slipping, and his stories don't match the facts. But before we get to his newest claims, let's rewind to one of the most outrageous lies in his entire catalog: love and hip-hop. Jim and Chrissy Lampkin been telling everyone it was his creation, his brainchild, his big idea. He swears the whole show was built around their love story and his vision. But the truth behind that claim? It's about to shock a lot of people.
Everybody know, and for those who don't know, you helped kick off the Love and Hip Hop franchise or what have you, and we know you haven't participated in this season.
Missy Elliott, so she could get her money, and she told Mona, yo, hold Jim down while I'm gone, play the management. I had a couple more meetings at VH1. Took Mona with me to the meeting. She went in there as my manager and left as the producer.
Oh gosh.
Of my whole show template. From the name of the show. I made the name Love and Hip Hop. That's my name. They didn't make that name.
I didn't know that.
You heard?
I didn't know.
That's
that.
like Emily came up with that name. You heard? Like that was our whole template. It was supposed to be about the wives and the girlfriends of hip-hop stars, starting with Chrissy, and Chrissy's friend was Emily, and it was built around that. Even though we know Fab wasn't going to be on television,
which
it was supposed
the
to
heart
be like
of the first one.
Yes.
Pitching a random idea and actually building a full-blown TV franchise are two completely separate things. Yet Jim's been out here acting like he wrote history, claiming ownership of one of reality TV's biggest series when your name doesn't appear in the credits. That's not confidence, that's delusion on display. Harlem's own Jim Jones and Camron been through countless fallouts, short truces, and messy reconciliations, but it never sticks. After Jim claimed he made the diplomats, everything blew up again. Cam had to step in with proof, airing out lie after lie that came straight from Jim's mouth.
Listen, I'm gonna address a couple things because we've been on vacation and a lot have been talking since I was off vacation. You are a guardian angel and designer. What the f is you talking about, man? You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, man. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick riding down. That's where this old shit, I would have left you alone. I would have left the old shit alone. Dick riding, do you remember how we met? Pause. Not met, how you got cool with us? This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, prior to the internet, everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles, and you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house. You said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could. Y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, man, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo's house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless his dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like on your couch. You was a fan. You begged us. You are a fan. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I don't see you around none of this. You're not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Who's from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, is on your account. You were fanned out and you begged to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You say it, start this, and I ain't do that, and you started Pink, and you made the Diplomats, which is just, if people choose to believe that, then look, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I could sell you to, my nigga.
Word is, Jim tried to flex his money game in front of Cam and got humbled fast, but the cap didn't stop there. His so-called New York dominance claims were even more embarrassing. The streets didn't buy it for a second. The boldest one yet, the Nas delusion.
I'm not one to play with when it comes to doing music at all. Most people have been in this game as long as I've been in the game and not here anymore. At all. They way gone. They can't compete. Not on this level. At all. I can compete at the top level right now. Period. Against anybody. Especially from my era group. I spank they boots. I don't care who you put in the booth for me. And I got the money to back it. Right now, tonight. That's the difference. Don't play no games. Tell them bring 100 tonight. Whoever it is.
Recently, Jim Jones started telling people he's a better rapper than Nas. Yes, Nas. He even said he could wrap circles around anybody from his era and dared legends to meet him in the booth. The confidence is wild. But the reaction from hip-hop fans. Competition in hip-hop is healthy. It keeps the game alive. But there's a line between confidence and straight-up disrespect. You can't talk reckless and forget about respect and common sense in the same breath. This is Nas we're talking about. The same legend who grabbed a Grammy in 2021, got honored at the 2024 Grandmaster Awards, and still stands as one of the greatest lyricists to ever touch a mic. Yet Jim out here switching gears, backpedaling, and claiming he's not comparing bars, he's just a marketing genius. So which is it, Jim? Are you stirring things up just for clout? Or are you really ready to step in that booth and go bar for bar with living legends? The mixed messaging is wild.
Kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
You know what I mean?
A lot
Like,
of them know.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
it's the era.
Some music.
No,
There's some kids that.
no, I love that.
There's some
for you.
kids that love
My
hip
son is
hop,
20, so I mean,
but he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son,
they
my
know
son,
about
my
Nas.
son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's
keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made him take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget, I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself. Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No Diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all the entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I got to show you the statistics of what I've done. Other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up now.
When reporters hit Harlem to get the people's opinion, the results were flat out humiliating. Locals were asked to pick between Nas and Jim Jones, and not a single person hesitated. Every vote went to Nas. Some folks even laughed at the question. The streets made it clear. This wasn't even close. For years, Jim Jones downplayed any tension with Jay-Z, brushing off rumors and pretending everything was smooth. Especially around 2016 when he told the world that things were all good between him and Roc Nation. He made it seem like they were brothers in business, moving in sync. But as time went on, the truth started spilling out in later interviews, and it painted a whole different picture. Jim eventually admitted that his feelings were hurt after being left out of major Roc Nation ventures and money-making opportunities. One minute he was praising Hav like they were tight. The next, he's confessing that he felt ignored and pushed aside. That flip was loud enough to make hip-hop blogs and fans start calling him out for changing his story. His version of events didn't just sound different, it sounded rewritten. Even his memory of that timeline seemed all over the place.
I was the one that was most active outside. I definitely was the hottest one in the streets at the time. And Jay was still the biggest from New York at the time. He wasn't as hot as I was outside because I had the balling record and all that type of shit. So naturally, he was able to figure out how to put himself in the game in New York and still look like Jay, big dog, don't play with me. But then I was able to counter that. Well, good looking, big dog, we're gonna remix this shit, you heard? I holler at you, boop. And it just went in our favor. Like, they never seen a move done like that. You dig? Like, it's called chess, not checkers. You heard?
Then came the question that shook the streets: the imposter or the informant? For years, Jim Jones sold the image of being a high-ranking blood, calling himself a general, talking about giving orders and handling business. But when the 669 federal case dropped and those 9-tray wiretaps came to light, something didn't add up. Jim's voice was caught on tape discussing gang activity, yet somehow he never faced an indictment. That's strange, right? Hip-hop fans and even legal experts started asking the same thing. If you're really the one calling shots, like those tapes suggest, how did you walk away untouched? The streets wanted answers. There's a reason Jim Jones isn't behind bars right now, and fans can't stop debating it. Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one's messy. Jim also claimed he was respected and fully accepted in LA's gang circles, but according to Whack 100, that wasn't the truth at all. Whack said Jim paid for that approval, handing over cash just to move safely through Compton. Allegedly, he even offered Whack money for a pass before hopping on Instagram, flexing like he was untouchable, posting up in Compton parks, showing off his location like he was a local boss.
I definitely put it down in California, LA. I had birthday parties in Enterprise Park, you know. If you from LA, you know what I mean by Enterprise Park. And yeah, I have birthday parties in Enterprise Park. You know what I mean? So this is the type of shit that I was doing when they were portraying that East Coast were fake bloods and they were just putting on the act. And I knew we wasn't. And for me being an avid fan of West Coast culture, man, the gangbanging hit my coast with Storm, and being a fan of Snoop and how he handled it. And actually I wanted to build a bridge, and I knew that wasn't gonna be the easiest thing to do, but I had the heart to do it.
I remember many years ago, not in this park, I had a birthday party in Enterprise Park. A lot of good times out here on the west side.
He spent more money on his outfit than he made from his album. I told him the trip to Compton ain't gonna work, bro. The trip to Compton 10 at night ain't gonna work. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know why people think they city make them. Like, you don't know how much of a clown you look like in 2025 running back for a Compton stamp. You ever seen me ask for a Compton stamp?
What happened
You
now?
from New York. You from New York. He better, I'm going to go over here and pay these to go to the park. I'm not from Compton. I'm like, bro, I'm not from Compton. I don't give a what park you go to in Compton. He like, that was a statement towards me.
So the question hangs heavy. Is Jim really a blood? Or something else entirely? Even Faison Love had something to say about it. And when that 6x99 phone tap came up, things got even crazier. Yo, you already know 50 Cent had to jump in and throw some shade. He clowned Jim with the caption, LOL, individual one calling the shots out here, referring to Jim's mysterious nickname in the court transcripts. 50 even followed up with, I know you working, so please don't say gangster shit to me, individual one. The jab hit hard, and the internet lit up instantly.
Yeah, I just seen the Breakfast Club. Jimmy popping all that bullshit. I be seeing Jimmy talking about, we Gucci boo boo. He in the Gucci store. Talking about, we Gucci boo boo. The Black King niggas was going f you up. Jimmy, they was like, Marita Moneda, Coca-Cola, Pedro.
Then came what fans dubbed the cry baby moment. During a live sit-down with Funk Flex, Jim Jones broke down while talking about the Dipset fallout. His voice cracked, his face got red, and the emotion poured out. The clip spread fast, going viral across every social platform.
These clowns and all these, but boy, if you really get to live this last 20 years that I lived, you would understand, boy. I put everything on the line for this. And I took it with a smile. Even when doubted me, down me, when I was on trial and told me I need to take the plea. Take what plea? We don't take pleas. You heard, by the grace of God, the trial gets dismissed because they couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened on uptown over Camron. You heard? I want the trial over shit like that. I want the court over shit like that. Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats. When I get sued and shit like that, it be over diplomats. When I'm kicking ass, when I come to the club 30 deep, it did what? It made the diplomats look good. You heard?
Afterward, Jim tried to walk it back, saying the media exaggerated everything, that he wasn't really crying. But the footage didn't lie. You could see the tears, the frustration, the heartbreak. The man who built an image around being tough and unshakable got caught slipping on camera. And hip-hop Twitter never let it go. The memes still haunt him to this day.
I live with my grandmother. She raised me from a baby. I don't really talk about my grandmother. So, right now you mentioned something that I try to not talk about because I know she hurts a lot.
Yeah.
She got treated. Yeah, because she didn't get to see how dope of a person her grandson came to be. I would be comfortable living on the streets if I could get 2 seconds with her.
Besides the emotional outbursts, Jim's so-called athletic skills turned into another joke. He tried to flex like a real boxer online, dropping constant gym clips and shadowboxing videos, acting like he was training for a title fight. But instead of hyping people up, it backfired hard. His form looked awkward, his punches looked soft, and Twitter had a field day. Meme pages tore him apart, remixing his clips with clown music and captions calling him Cardio Cap. Reaction videos started flooding in, roasting everything from his stiff stance to his bird leg footwork. It was pure comedy.
Yeah. So I see everybody talking shit about my legs, yeah. If you don't know a thing about genetics, probably don't think about working out. So here's a little challenge for those who say, I ain't got no legs. Then I urge everyone who's talking shit, do the same thing and post it. Simple. Let's do this, and now shut up. Do that, and now shut up. Do this, and I'll shut the f up.
Soon, other rappers jumped in on the fun too, mocking his boxing career like it was an inside joke across the whole scene. Nobody was taking Jim's fight talk seriously anymore.
Hoppo, I'm outside, baby. Hoppo, I'm outside, baby.
What's going on?
145th. You know what I mean? We on 145th and Lenox, you know what I mean?
You all right?
It's early morning. I know you vamp life. I'm opposite.
Right.
But we outside on the grind.
Get some work, Capo.
You know what I mean? We here, baby.
Get some work, baby. Right.
You know what I mean? Ain't no excuses, baby.
Right.
Then came the wildest one yet, the COVID claims. Jim dropped a PSA after catching the virus, saying he got infected during his Versus battle. But instead of sympathy, people were confused by what came next.
And Jim Jones is giving a serious COVID PSA because after doing that whole Versus, I'm not going to lie, I was like, was there any type of protocol here at Madison Square Garden's Hulu Theater in New York? Because there was a lot of people on that stage. I saw Fat Joe wearing his mask, but I didn't see too many masks. Well, he did post this.
He actually said he avoided getting sick for so long because he takes 5 showers a day. Then on Drink Champs, he blamed the locks for giving it to him, like it was some kind of rap conspiracy.
It's Jim Jones. Right. He is saying that the locks gave him COVID. Here's what he said on the preview for Drink Champs.
The internet exploded after that one. Every hip-hop blog and meme account covered it, calling it another prime example of Jim saying something outrageous just for attention. And before we even reached the CEO lie, Camron made sure to pull up the receipts, showing how Jim keeps backpedaling and, worst of all, exposing himself in the process.
Not his soldier, you heard? I'm his partner. But in the journey that we had to take, I had to do what was needed. That's why I played my position. And that's why I'm able to be here and have a conversation with you, because I did what I was supposed to do.
If I didn't, I don't think I'd be able to have this much success or this good grace. I took the position of my position. Cam is my partner. I'm not his artist. I was the CEO of Diplomats. I made Diplomats with him. I was with him for every bit of his journey. I held him down. I took that position of holding him down.
In one interview, Jim's bragging about being a CEO. In the next, he's breaking down in tears. The switch-ups are wild, and fans caught on quick.
Everything that I did with Diplomats was out the love of my heart. Instead I was a CEO, I never had no paperwork. My name wasn't on nothing that I owned. And his name was on everything. I never got no publishing checks for it. I wrote them on everybody's album. I never got no writing credits. My name was never on nothing that had to do with nothing to do with Diplomats. You heard?
Truth is, Jim was never a co-founder or CEO. He wasn't running Dipset. He was orbiting it. He played the role of the loyal soldier, a superfan who fought his way into the circle by sheer persistence. It wasn't power. It was proximity.
We taught you how to rap, how you ran the whole organization, how you made Diplomat. You ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free cred and you was a nice guy. That's how you got down originally. Period.
It's a full-blown pattern of contradictions, one that's been playing out for years right in front of us.
I'm all for new and change, but I'm not for riding a coattail of and then getting to a place and trying to stun on the you was riding the whole time. I don't like that. It's like when people would, when I first started, not doing music, people would come, oh, I love you, this and that. You see that in a year from now, he think he better than you. I was just telling you everything to do. Now you're better than me. Get out of here. I don't like that. And there's a bunch of rappers that do that. Oh, you to go, you da to this. And then you see a nigga in 2 years, he get one hot record. And now they think he can throw rocks at the heavens.
You being honest, right? And you looking back at your career, where will you rank yourself among New York rappers? Top 10, top 15, top 20?
Where did I rank myself? I don't care about top 10 ranks. I care about the money. You heard? And you talking about all these artists that came in after me. I came in after them, Ralph, you heard? And I started as a hype man. And right now I am the hype man, as you can see all over the internet. Big difference, you heard? I'm talking about present day and what we're doing right now. I ain't worried about what's going on in the past. I don't worry about what you used to do or what you used to do. What can you do right now? You heard? And if you're not in it, you're not in it. You dig? But I'm in it wholeheartedly. And I wrap circles around anybody who beg to differ. Tell them meet me in the booth. That's all we got to talk about. There ain't no shot at no one in particular person. But yeah, you know what's up. I'm from that era. Engagement era. You heard?
So now we got to ask, what exactly are we looking at here? A so-called gang leader who never faced charges despite the evidence, a self-proclaimed tough guy who broke down crying on the radio, and a CEO who was really just another fan chasing clout. And now, with this latest claim about being better than every rapper from his era, Jim's taken the delusion to new heights. The entire hip-hop community's had enough. The lies aren't slick anymore, they're straight-up transparent. He says he doesn't care about rankings but keeps chasing validation, says he wants smoke with anyone but ducks every real confrontation. It's a cycle. Talk loud, backtrack, repeat. So what do you think? Has Jim Jones finally talked himself into a corner? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're rocking with us, check out the other videos on screen, smash that like button, share it around, and join the conversation below. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss when we drop the next one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you on the next one.